Okay, hey, what's up, you guys? I don't have the usual setup. Mic isn't working, and honestly, that's what hinders a lot of the videos I want to make. I'm always going through things, whether it just be trials, initiations, challenges. Every aspect of your life is a challenge. So, in the moment, I actually just wanted to teach you guys just a little bit about communing with deities and working with them from the draconian path. I did not understand what working with dragons was when I got into it. I did not understand what working with Lucifer was when I got into it. I didn't understand any of this fucking shit. Most of it I took from anime, I took from popular things around me, the Faustian myth, Dante's Inferno. I learned that I read that from a young age. I loved the Devil May Cry series. Devil May Cry video games are beautiful. One of the best made games. They actually even brought me into wanting to make video games, and the same with the music in it, making music. So lately, my journeys and my trials have actually been with Asmoday. I, as I was working with the dragons, I was led back to working with Asmoday. He's like, "Well, why don't you learn from me? Let me teach you about reality creation, about creating your own reality, about your willpower and emanating it." And I didn't hesitate. I was right there. I was down. And these past few days have been very beneficial. I worked so much on my foundation that I got to a certain point in my evolution that everything is momentum now. So I've been doing a lot in music, honestly. That's my main passion. I love teaching you guys. I love being a teacher and teaching the occult, meditation, metaphysics, doing services. But honestly, after these next 5 days up until the next month, I'm gonna give you guys a whole bunch of information, whole bunch of videos, and then I'm gonna dip out. I might post some the first 2 days of what I just have left over, but I already have some recorded. Some were deleted. I'm gonna re-record them. We get better every time we talk, So I just gotta keep doing it. And with you guys, it's just doing the work. Meditate, do the rituals, do the work, commune with your daemon. So the ritual I'm about to do, sorry guys, I'm not going to show you. Maybe on my Patreon when I'm putting that out there, I'm putting that together as well. But I'm making tea for Asmodee. He loves mint. He loves mint. Mint's beautiful. It's really good for abundance. And one second, I got to make sure it's at the right temperature cuz that's one sec. Okay. People think that respecting the demons, respecting spirits, the Qliphoth, whatever beings is honestly that hard. It's really not. You just don't be a fucking dick. You don't be a douche. You don't piss the spirits off with just fucking stupid shit, and you give them offerings. Why do you give them offerings? It's an energetic exchange. You give alcohol to your ancestors, they'll go fucking crazy. They'll make connections for it because they love that shit. It's, as Bobby Hemmett said, it's fuel for the spirits. It's just like um and they'll make connections for you, so in the spirit realm, all because you gave them alcohol. Same with the deities. It's not like, oh, they just want alcohol and I'm getting a car. No, the energetic exchange is alcohol. It's just a symbolism of energy. So if you give them your time, symbolism of energy. Alcohol is like what, $10 a bottle, 20. If you're working with Klondike, 30, 40, 50. $50 is 5 hours of however much you get fucking paid, right? It's 5 hours of someone working. That's symbolism. You spent $30 on a bottle for Klondike. Symbolism. You spent $5, $6 on a box of peppermint for Asmodee, right? It's to be nice. Like, what if a friend's like, hey, my favorite tea is this? Wouldn't you get them that tea? Especially if they're helping you out all the time. The more that you walk this path, you start to understand that they're as real as your friends. They're as real as anybody around you. And the more that you go within the path and you start to see, they manifest. I used to not trust that they were with me, right? At certain times, we just feel we're left in the dark. We can't hear. And that's because I wasn't working on my senses in the right way to pick up on them. But then I did the rituals, I put in the work, and now they're always with me when I need them, when I desire to manifest them. Maybe I need to help myself, help someone else. If they're right there, then that means I have the ability to conjure them. I'll be making videos on conjuration as well. I have some. A lot of my videos keep getting deleted. That's fucking annoying. But it's just so I can as well express it in a better way. So the way that we give an offering, so I have this one, right? It has 3 teas in it. This is pretty high quality tea, honestly. I could get a lot. I should try getting more high quality. But so we put 3 tea bags, however much you want, in the tea mug. And then as we do this, we then pour the water at the right temperature, at the right temp. And then the thing is, I actually have 2 of these, and I'm going to be giving 1 to Asmoday, and then 1, or AshmaDeva, and then 1 to my daemon, and then I'm going to be drinking 1 all as a symbolism. So, 1 second. If you sub to my Patreon, I will be putting up rituals that I've done in the past when I was in my journeys in the Qliphoth, as well as how to perform them. I'll show you a difference between me just performing it and then as well me. I can show you some where I'm pretty much possessed performing them, and that was either ones in the past or in the future as I continue to work with these beings and evolve, because there's always more that we can learn. We integrate at some point and unify with ourselves, and we understand that we are everything in the all, but that doesn't mean that, like we can as well stop working with them. That it's all the abilities that you have, that you've cultivated, and as well where you're at. So after pouring the tea, I go into ritual / meditation, looking and staring at my sigil, my seal in a sense. And then as I do that, since I'm working with Asmoday, I'll look at his seal, or I'll first look at my seal, and then bringing forward my daemon, and then from that I can bring in Asmoday and then work with him, and then we're using both of our energies, and we are communing with each other in order to, whether it be create, go within to get a channeled message, or just to empower ourselves. Asmoday strengthens your will, he strengthens your ability in any ways. It doesn't matter what it is, even making videos, talking. King Paimon can help with that, like not more, but as well in a different way. He helps you to open up your speech and your voice. I did not used to be this confident when I spoke, but now I'm fully just channeling. I'm just always bringing from my soul and speaking from my soul, speaking from my truths. So, okay, as I go into ritual / meditation, I sit in my circle, which is empowering me. It empowers you along the draconian path. Do not view the beings as not with you. I actually read this from Temple of Ascending Flames. The best thing that you can do is view these deities, these spirit, and these guides always with you, and the circle's empowering you so that you can break through the veil and the illusion for those moments as you're doing your ritual, as you're doing your meditation, your routine. Because as well, it's good to invoke and work with spirits every day so that we're increasing our mind, our body, and unifying with our spirit, our soul. So we work with different beings like Asmoday so that we can take these energies within ourselves, and then from taking them within, invoking them or evoking them to learn what they have to teach, and then invoking them to download what they have to teach. So the more that we do this work, the more that we choose to continue and progress along our path. We choose to evolve and progress. We're growing our source instead of being consumed by these energies. If you work too much with certain energies, not like, not at the right time, you're very unbalanced, it can throw you into chaos and then you can be consumed. But if you are balancing yourself, you are working with your soul, your spirit, your daemon, you work with your daemon, and you download these energies into your seal, into your daemon, into your spirit, then that's when you are working with them in a correct manner, instead of just always bringing in these energies and you're just the vessel for them. Eventually it's an imbalance. It can overtake you and you start being more as that being instead of yourself, balanced and unified. So we're trying to unify ourselves with these energies as we awaken them within. So this is why we go into invocation and why we work with that. So I invoke, such as yesterday I did a meditation, or in a sense a ritual with Asmoday to progress myself in music. I will be releasing some content and showing you guys that, or maybe I released it, who knows. So go check that out. And it's all to show you the abilities that you can achieve when you choose to evolve and grow. I'm not saying to go into the Qliphoth if you haven't been in, don't recommend it. But if you are already there or you desire to evolve, these are things that I'm giving you to teach you so that you can still progress along your journey. I'm only expressing my path. I'm giving you guys my views. But we all have our own views, we all have our own path, our own destiny, and our own journey. So it's about expressing your true will. How I love music, I love magic and teaching this and teaching music. As well, I love technology, and these are all a part of my will. I use this to express myself and as well get out a message in the process and in the same way. And I recommend you guys do the same thing. Make a YouTube channel, express yourself, get your views and your opinions out there. But I also, with that, comes a lot. You got to solidify your views. You got to know who you are and who you're meant to become. This is willpower. Asmoday can teach you that. He can teach you electronics, gaming / video games, technology, softwares. He's helped me understand a video game software called Unity a lot better. He's helped me with music a lot better. So we use these energies to evolve ourselves, we download these energies through invocation so that we can use them in our daily lives to progress ourselves, not only physically, but spiritually as well. I read somewhere Asmoday helps with, you just start to know things. So he really helps with claircognizance. So as well, King Paimon helps with that. A lot of deities of music help with that. And I recommend that you guys do path workings, because that's what I'm doing for the next probably like 7 days, working with Asmoday, going in ritual, meditation. I used to think of it as grueling. I felt it was work, but at some point it's like a workout. It becomes fun because you go into it, you meditate, you meet with the being, they show you things, they help you to progress and evolve through a journey setting, and maybe you're tested, maybe you have to learn something. It's like a video game. It's like playing World of Warcraft, but in the astral, all within your mind. So we're using our mind to manifest, to create a better life for ourselves. We're using our imagination and our visualization in our meditations, in our communion with these spirits and these beings, with our daemon and our higher self, our greatest version. And we go into that realm in order to learn, in order to test our mind. And this is the same thing with video games. I see video games are just a rendition of the Qliphoth. We live in a simulated reality. So it's the same. We are running these simulations in our minds so that we can get through these grueling points. That's why so much is replayed in your mind, or you go through so much negativity, karma, all of these emotions and trauma, and in the Qliphoth. And it's from that pain that you excel and you push forward as the Black Diamond, as the greatest version and aspect of yourself that you are. Just as you died away just like the phoenix. The phoenix bursts so that it, or combusts so that it can rise from its own ashes. It's the same with us. When you go into the Qliphoth, you are black holing yourself, and then from that you are supposed to rise from the ashes of what you were, of your past self, with your ego destroyed, with your ego or you could say, I heard Universal Mastery say shelled within the Qliphoth, and I find that very relevant because I'm seeing a lot of symbolisms in movies about that, about your face being shelled somewhere. I saw it in a Japanese, it was like an anime or something, and it was by a being that looked exactly like Kuranzan. So I gotta look that up. So I thought that was very symbolic. So removing our ego helps us to master any craft. It helps us to master ourselves. Once we remove the ego, we are given epiphanies, understandings of ourself and our journey, and we take that and run. Fuck the motivation. Be disciplined on your craft. Anything you see in your mind, you see that needs to be done, do it in that moment. And with that, guys, so as you go into meditation and you do that, you're just sitting there gazing at the sigil, and then from that your mind will start to go into that realm, or you pull that realm into you and here, and then you go through that meditation, progressing yourself. You might not, if you're new to this, you might not feel it within the first few times, but you know, if you're advanced or a veteran, then you pretty much just walk in, and then what do I got to do, and then bum bum, you know what to do. You imagine, you visualize, you breathe. You can even do yoga, you know. You use your energy to cause and make an effect in your reality, in that moment, in that sphere, you could say, or in that circle, in that meditation. And then once you influence your reality through these energies, then you're now empowering yourself and awakening your daemon, unlocking your being and who you are, so that you can go out into your day as a more evolved version of yourself. And it might not just kick into effect. Mind you, every ritual I do, it just happens honestly right after, because it's all a shift in your perception and your mind. You have to realize that at the end of the day, you are the creator of your universe. You are the creator of your world. What you desire manifests if you have solidified your understanding of who you are. By knowing thyself, you know that you are everything in the all. So with that, I hope you guys have a beautiful day. Peace. I'm out.